last bit for this video tonight. I've been welding since I was about, I don't know, 8 or 10 years old on a arc stick welder. And then sometime in my late teens, I picked up a flux core from Harbor Freight and was able to use that for a surprising amount of things, even though the welds looked like crap. It was good for exhaust work and just getting a bumper going and those kind of things. But for the 350Z project, there's a lot that I'd like to do, such as stitch welding the chassis, building my own transmission and motor mounts, radiator mounts if I have to, and anything else, and eventually a roll cage. So I needed a MIG. I could have gone TIG, but I didn't want to spend that much, and also for the use case it made more sense to go MIG, and I might as well just step up, get better at different types of welding before I approach that, though I think anyone can approach MIG and use it just fine. It is a learning curve, but anything worth doing is worth learning. So I decided to get a MIG because the price was right, good reviews. It's not a US made main brand, but I'm kind of frugal, if you know me. So I decided to take a chance on this machine, and we'll see how it does. Let's see, what else can I say about it? Not much. I do need to get a gas bottle, but I wanted something that I could work on the 350Z with. I could have bought mount kits from other companies. That there are so many companies making parts for swapping V8s into Nissan and Datsun Zs that you can just do it all turnkey and all that. But I decided I like to do things myself, and also in the end I'm spending the same amount, if not less, and I end up with a tool that I can keep forever. So that's cool. And let's do an unboxing. Here it is. The lovely box. And let's go at it. My roommate told me this was pretty heavy. Yeah, it's definitely heavy. They even included little handles on the box. Cool. Now, weight doesn't always mean quality, but in terms of welders, it does tend to have some sort of correlation. So that's a good thing. It's not a featherweight. The Harbor Freight flux core weighs nothing, and yeah, it is what it is. $100 welder for just spattering together some junk. Alright, what do we got here? What in the hell? Okay. Yeah, that's yeah, okay. Sure. That's gonna work. Good thing I have my own welding hood. That's hilarious. I guess if you want someone to view your welding, that's cool. But here is the manual. That's what the machine looks like. And how neat. We don't need that. Oh, nice. This gun actually feels pretty decent. Yeah, I'm not disappointed at the feel of this plastic at all. I hate that cheap plastic feel, and this thing is way nicer than the Harbor Freight flux core. Now, I understand Harbor Freight does have some decent welders in the more expensive range, but that's not what I'm comparing it to. Which may not be fair, but I'm just saying for what I have. Gas line feels like decent rubber. It's not plastic or anything like that, so that's cool. What else we got? Argon regulator. Sweet. Nicely packed. I like it. Cool. You know, it's probably not the highest quality piece, but hey, it works. Or I'm sure it works. We'll find out. But it is not light, I'll give it that. It's not made of pot metal. What else we got? A spool of wire, it looks like. Now, that's the kind of thing that I will source American parts for. Consumables, yeah, like when I switched to Lincoln wire for my flux core, the quality went from completely unusable to, hey, I can actually make some exhaust with this. So, all right. Yeah, not the most substantial grounding clamp that I've seen, but hey, it'll ground. It doesn't feel wobbly or anything, it's just clearly cheap. But that's what I expected with what I paid for this. I paid less than $300 for this thing. So I thought it was worth a shot, because for a comparable welder, you generally pay twice as much. Yeah, also, sorry for that vocal weirdness. Man, that is pretty heavy. This importer who's labeling the Lotus and making that brand, they are based in California, so if there's any problems, I can get a relatively quick service from, and I can speak to someone here. So it's not some completely random Chinese welder. I need to actually set down this camera so I can lift it out, or I could just try it again. Just the box is kind of coming with it. Yeah, I got it. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it's probably like 50 pounds. 40, 50 pounds. Oh! Wolf. Cool. MIG 140. Let me refocus that. That doesn't want to focus. Anyway, this is the machine. You have a smooth adjustment for speed and volts, which was a big deal for me because I was looking at the Hobart version of this, like this class of 110 volt welder, and honestly I was really disappointed with what it offered. And I wasn't willing to pay more than twice the price of this thing to go for the Hobart, especially when I didn't have as controllable, as finely tunable controls here. So that is why I went with this, price and features. And looks like it's got a decent little guide here. And this is all the internal mechanism. I've heard that this wire feed unit is a bit upgraded from the original version of this. Oh, also the gauges it has a digital readout, so you can get a more accurate vision of what you're doing there. 2T and 4T for pedal or non-pedal use. It's a pretty cool unit. I'm excited to weld with this thing. The handle doesn't feel like it's going to break or pull through the body of it, unlike my Harbor Freight flux welder. Got a place for the regulator and the gas to come in. And circuit breaker. And pretty heavy duty AC cable. So, I like it. As you can see from this video, I've got some toys to play with, and I'm really excited about them. That new 3D printer is pretty awesome, and it had no problem laying down a print when I was looking at it, so that's awesome and good to see. As someone who's experienced a lot of bad prints, it was awesome for him to see him just load up the program, have it go, and it just went. It had no problem doing its thing. Also, I'm pretty satisfied with the quality of this welder, and it may not be the flashiest thing, it may not be the most well-known brand, but I'm really excited to lay some beads with this thing. I just need to find a gas bottle, and I'm going to get a cart for it, probably from Harbor Freight. Saw one on Amazon that was basically the same, and it cost a little bit more, so I'm just going to drive to Harbor Freight and get theirs. I could build one, I've done it before, but $40 ain't a bad deal for something that can hold both this welder, some supplies, and the bottle in the back. That's worth it to me. So, surprising day today. I wasn't expecting to pick up that 3D printer, and also this welder that I ordered last week showed up, and I'm pretty pleased with what's going on here. So, more tools for more projects and building good shit. Peace.